Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth and I am the owner of Shea Lady. Shea Lady products have all natural ingredients. All of Shea Lady cosmetics are infused with shea butter, olive oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, vitamin E. Some of them have arrowroot powder and essential oils. And on my channel, I will be talking about the business side of Shea Lady, and also I want to show you guys my very first butter that I made. Like this video now, you'll be seeing me make body butters, lip balm, body scrub, and much more. You can check out my Instagram as well at shealady.co, SHEALADY.co. And I post regularly on there, so make sure you go check out my Instagram. So there are a few reasons why I came up with my body care line, Shea Lady. And one of the reasons is I always wanted to just use natural products on my skin, but I found that very, very hard to find products that have just natural. Second, I always wanted my own body care line. I always wanted to have something that I called my own store. I always wanted something like this, something that aligned with me. I loved using products like body butters, lotions, powders, and things like that. And the third reason why is because the love that I have for shea butter. I love using shea butter on my skin. I love how it feels. It softens the skin so well. I remember trying to find a product and I just could not find anything. And I started using body butter and I just fell in love. And I was like, oh my goodness, I love this stuff on my skin. But throughout the years, I was a product junkie. I'm sure some of you can relate. Comment down below if you are a product junkie or you were a product junkie. And it's okay. This is a safe space. So if you were a product junkie, it's okay. I was a product junkie, so I didn't really stick to one product. I felt like I had to try something different, wanted to try something new, wanted to try different scents, wanted to try different moisturizers. But I got tired of being a product junkie. I got tired of it and I decided to just go back to the basics. My love for natural ingredients. And since I was a little girl, I always had a thing for natural things. I remember my stepdad, he was talking about a certain ingredient that was in a certain powder. And he took my powder away and I was upset, like, hey, that's my powder, my favorite powder. He took it away because there was a ingredient in there that was harmful for your skin. And he explained to me, oh, this is not good for your skin. And, this causes problems with your body. And then that's when I understood, like, oh, okay, well, I get that. But why would they put that in there? I just gave the company of the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't know that it was harmful. But I thought, well, don't you test out your product and find out? When that happened, I just was very cautious about using certain products. Like for me, if I seen something with a strawberry and it was pink and it was just like a really nice picture, that's the product that I wanted. I went by what I seen on the label and not the ingredients. Over time, I just started to look at the back of the bottle as long as it smells good. But I always stay cautious about maybe I shouldn't put that on my body. But then when I started to see more commercials talking about products that are harmful for your skin, it just made me more aware, just to be more cautious about what I'm putting on my skin. My love for shea butter and natural products, that is what inspired me to start Shea Lady. I use mica powder for coloring to make it look really pretty. This one, I added a little bit more because it started to look like a very light purple. And I wanted it to be a little bit more darker. So I added a little bit more mica. Mica is a natural mineral powder At the time, I did not have a on-hand piping bag, so I had to do what I had to do, and I got a Ziploc bag and put the body butter in there and cut the tip of it. I folded. It was like a maybe a gallon size. I'm not sure exactly the size of the bag, and I just put my body butter in there for I can have like a piping for it can swirl in there really pretty for it can have a swirl. And I end up cutting the tip. I started really small with cutting the tip because I didn't want to make it too big, because then it probably would have been too big. So I just started really small when I started cutting. I was not expecting to pipe it like this. It looks like a bunch of little squiggly worms. But I expected it to be a little bit prettier, but it's okay because hey, this is my first butter, like I said, and I just put the rest of it in there. And I like to pat it down at the bottom because this is whipped body butter, so I noticed when you pat it down, more comes. You're able to put more inside of the jar once you pat it down. I just hit it up against the table, just give it a tap on the table before I can put a little bit more in there. And now I'm just being a little bit dramatic and just putting extra in there, just putting all of it, swiggling it all in there. And yes, this is my first body butter. This is the butter. And I was really happy, and I was waiting for the next day because when I would do my research about the body butter, I would see that I heard that the next day it shows how it really is the next day. I was not expecting it to be the consistency that it was. And it was just a shocker to me. I was not expecting it to turn out this way, but as you can see, it's a hard butter. My first butter was a hard butter, and I was not expecting it to be like that. I expected it to be soft and fluffy and whipped. But it did not turn out that way, but that's okay. This was my first butter, like I said, and I just went outside and took some pictures of it. But yes, this is the butter. This is how it is. And I even put it on outside in the cold and just to test it out and see how it is. But it was so frozen. It was so cold. And it sat by my window overnight. And my window was cold. As you can see, it's snowing outside. It's winter. During the time it's winter, and this is how it turned out. I could barely rub it on my skin because it's so cold outside and it's snowing. But it still felt really good to my skin, the shea butter, rubbing it on there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be posting more on here more often. My website is up and running. You can go on my website. My website is available for my products. SheaLady.com, and be sure to add me on Instagram as well. SheaLady.co. That's SheaLady.co. That's my Instagram, and I want to thank you guys so much for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I said this channel will be about Shea Lady, the business side of Shea Lady. You guys just watching me grow this business, the full transparency of me starting my own business and just growing as a person. And I appreciate you so much for that. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, Shea Ladies.